So, what are the tools of your business? What are the tools of your trade? I guess you could say. Hey, everybody, Chef Katrina here. Thanks for joining me here on the Chef's Table this morning. Today, really wanted to talk with you about the tools of your business, and I've been thinking about this. It's been on my mind quite a bit ever since I've done training for marketing. I've done training around, how to build your products and businesses, how to use Pinterest, how to do blogging. So really diving into like the tools of the trade, what it is that you need for your business. And just kind of put some perspective on this. And you might agree, you might disagree, and I'm totally cool with that. And if you want to just share like who you are, where you're coming in from, love to hear from you as always. So one of the things that when you get into the world of business, you have to understand that everything you're doing from this point on is about the structure of your business, how you're going to build it, what's important to you, what's important to your customer ultimately. Like, who are you serving? That's really why most of us get into the business we're at. There is a gap that we see in something that's around us, whether it's a tool, a service, a digital product, and we say, hey, I think we can make this better, and you go for it, which is exactly what you should be doing. You should be going for it. You should be saying to yourself, I don't agree with this. I think I can do better. And that's how we get and continue to seek improvement. That's how we continue to transform the world of online marketing, businesses, entrepreneurship, all of that is that we say, hey, let's make this a little bit better. It's just that 1% improvement in our business that starts making all the difference. So the tools of any business really is that you have to look at, say, what is it that you're doing and who are you serving, right? So what is it you're doing and who are you serving? And when you can start looking at that piece of the puzzle, the next piece is how are you going to deliver said service? Is it a physical product? Is it a digital product? How are you going to deliver said service, right? So you're like, it could be an online marketing course, it could be a digital training, it could be live classrooms, it could be in person. So it's like, what's the structure? Do you need to have a website to deliver this information? Do you need to have the ability to attend trade shows? I know I was talking with a lady yesterday. She's like, I love trade events. I love going to them. I love networking with people. And so you have to look like, how are you going to deliver what you want to serve to the world, right? What is it that you want to impact? Now, the other piece, now any good business owner will know this, and anybody that's getting started is that, all right, I have a business, I have the product, I know how I want to deliver it. The next piece of the puzzle is what we call the traffic strategy, right? In the world of brick and mortar, it's foot traffic. It's getting people to either walk by or drive by your shop. There's tons of stats and statistics that go on around buying the right location. So when McDonald's and Burger King and all these stores look at, where to put a new building, Walmart, all of them, they're looking at, what's the traffic on the street? How many people drive past this? How many people go by here? Right? They're always looking for, where's the source of traffic? Where can I get the most eyeballs, right? And this makes sense. It makes a lot of sense when you're looking at, okay, where do I put a business? And so some of you have been asking around, with the world of media and media marketing, right? So media marketing is changed over the years. Media marketing is everything from newspapers, billboards. It's everything from television commercials. It's everything from magazines at the store. It's literally everything in it that you come across as a form of either communicating an idea or a thought to you. So it's communication of ideas, thoughts, and opinions, most likely. It's the ability to share with you why these things are important to me and how they're important to me and why they should be important to you. So when you look at how we drive traffic to a product, a service, or a business, what we're looking at is what's the best media source to get us and get traffic in front of our business. So when I talk about this, when I think about this, we talk about building your personal brand. We talk about um, going to business for yourself, but not by yourself, kind of a thing. So it's understanding that media, even something as simple as YouTube, right? Something as simple as YouTube that we're on right now. So we're on my YouTube channel, we're streaming live, we're talking about, tools of the trade. And inside of here, we're talking about the media as a tool, right? This is nothing more than a traffic source. This is nothing more than me conveying an idea, thought, or something to you, and you're at choice whether you're foot traffic or driving by or scrolling through a news feed to choose to watch it or not watch it, right? You're always at a choice for that. So when you're looking at how do you build your business, how do you get more customers, how do you bring in more business, you're looking at what media platforms for the best for you. And I caution this because I see it all the time is that we use social media as a leverage or a tool that's like how we value our self-worth, right? Like how we see ourselves. Like, did I get enough likes today? Did I get enough comments? Are people, feeding back to me? We use this as like a dopamine drip. I will have to say I'm as guilty as anybody else around this. And I've started really to go back to my original thought process around media marketing. So, social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, these are all media tools of where are people at? Where are people's eyeballs? Where are they looking? And am I able to get my product, service, opinion, thought in front of them such that they either agree or disagree with me? Because God forbid, I don't want everybody agreeing with me, just so you know. I like diversity. I like conversations because it's what gets us to improve and better ourselves and our business. So, the one thing I would say to you is that when you look at what you're building for your business, know what your business is, know who you want to serve. Like, what has you stand up and say, hey, I want to create this product, I want to serve this product because this is where I see a missing. This is where I see a gap. This is where I see where things can improve. That's entrepreneurship 101. And then inside of that, look for your traffic strategy. What is the medium that you're going to use? The media strategy, media, right? And it could be a combination of strategies that you want to use to get foot traffic, drive-by traffic, that you people get to see what you're doing, right? I come on here every Monday through Friday for the Chef's Table, sharing ideas, sharing things that I've learned over the last 14 years of being a digital media marketer, right? We actually call this now buying and selling a digital marketing space, right? Because I have people tell me, oh, I'm a digital buyer, or I'm a marketing, I buy, what's the term? It's actually a whole new term out there where they tell you they buy media. And their whole purpose is to put an ad in front of you to get your eyeball looking at something, to stop you in the scroll, to have you maybe look at something, whether you buy or not. That's an influential piece. So when you come to social media, look at it as either you are connecting with your friends and family and just checking with people, and also look to see, who you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe reach out to somebody else in your newsfeed. That change the algorithm for yourself, right? One of the things I was watching was The Social Dilemma, which I really was a thought provoking movie and has kind of led to a lot of these different conversations I'm having. And one of the things that's always in there is like, don't do what's recommended to you. Don't click on what's recommended next to you. So even as a business owner for myself, what I try to do is just I try to go searching for people I haven't heard from or people I'm talking to. And this helps with who I'm getting my message in front of. I get to start to control how and who I'm having conversations with. This is one of the reasons why we talk about business conversations and networking, having your own groups, creating your own conversations. Because if you are bringing people together, you should do it on your terms, right? So don't allow social media to tell you your worth. If there are 4 people on, or 5 people on, or 10 people on, or 100 people on live, you know what? You never know that if one person showed up or one person catches your replay video, that is one person you've affected today. And whether they agree with you or not, you've had an opportunity to expose them to what you're up to. So it's all about, exposing people to what you're doing, exposing people to what's important to you. And it really is understanding this journey that you're on as an entrepreneur, right? It's understanding that, how do you leverage media? How do you leverage a tool like Facebook without getting sucked into the, I'm on here 24/7? How do you leverage these tools without looking at it as your self-worth? How do you, go through this journey of an entrepreneur? What is this 6 inches between your ears telling you about what it takes to build your business? And this is where I recommend down below in the scroll. There is it's the chefkatrina.com/freedom. So this is a challenge that I invite you to take up. So this is I'm coming to call this your freedom challenge, okay? Are you rising up in the world of entrepreneurship? Are you stepping up into this world of what it takes? Right now, more than ever, 2020 has truly become the rise of the entrepreneur. And in doing this, understanding the journey you're going to be going through, getting this set for what's coming your way is critical, right? And so I invite you to take on this freedom challenge as your first step or even as a reboot to what you're up to. See, when you can get in here and learn the tools and the mindset of really what it's going to take for you to be an entrepreneur, when you're going to understand um, the journey of what it is to be an entrepreneur, when you see it from somebody else's perspective outside of your own eyes, when you're surrounded by a community of entrepreneurs that are in this together, right? When they're in this together, it's so critical to understand, right? That we're in this going through the no, there's no one showing up right now. Oh, I love that you brought that up. Because I will tell you right now, in the beginning, when you're using media, there is a high probability, and I do mean high, probably close to 99.9%, that when you first get started, no one's listening. But the reason no one's listening is not that they're not listening. They're waiting to see if you stay consistent with it. They're waiting to see if you will continue down this path. It's not that no one's showing up, it's that they're watching. They're lurking, as I call it. They're lurking in the background, trying to figure out and see what you're up to. They're going to be watching you, and they're going to watch you every single day, and they're going to want to know, how are you showing up? Are you showing up for them? Are you conveying what you're learning? Are you articulating what it is? Are you providing them a solution to their biggest problem, fear, regret, right? Are you offering them an opportunity to create an extra source of income, residual income? So in the beginning, oh my gosh, it is so important to understand that, yeah, there's a good probability that no one shows up. But media is not about being judged by who's showing up. It's actually media is the person that wins media is he, she that shows up consistently for a year. Can you do this against all opposition? Can you do this against when no one's watching? Can you do this and use media when it feels like no one's showing up, no one's on your lives, no one's coming to your things, no one's commenting on your post? See, it's you showing up and using the tool and being occasionally, yeah, you're going to have to advertise, you're going to have to boost it, right? But once you understand what your business model is, the tools that you have in place, whether it's a pay account, an e-commerce, a network marketing business, home-based business, brick and mortar business, how do you get traffic in front of it? And the first time you're starting a business, the first time you open your doors, you have to do a lot of heavy marketing. You have to use media and leverage it and show up day in, day out, even when you don't want to, even when you think nobody's watching, even when you think that nobody cares what you have to say. That is the moment. You don't show up for them, you show up for you. And you show up because this is your dream, this is your reality, this is what you want in your life, and you're not going to let anyone take it away from you. See, when I left the world of Disney, when I stepped out of the doors, as I shared with you guys yesterday, when I closed my office door and I stepped into this, the first thing I said to myself is either I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this. And I was going to show up and do and figure out and connect with the community. And the biggest push that made all the difference was networking and getting around a community of entrepreneurs. If it wasn't for those communities, whether, because back in that time, it was local communities, I was plugging into local communities. I had to tell people what I was doing. I had to show up at networking events, and I wasn't there to pitch my idea. I was there to show them, you know, what's going on, what's happening in the world, right? What can I do for you? How can I help you grow your business? So networking, getting involved in communities, showing up, asking questions, right? You can't just join a community and silently sit there and wait for everybody else to tell you what to do or how to do it. If you have a question, speak up, ask it. There's no stupid question, there's only an answer you don't know. So important, so important that you understand that this is your journey. And I love that I'm getting to pour into so many entrepreneurs, and I'm getting messages from entrepreneurs saying, hey, I'm starting my business for the first time, or I'm doing this and this. And, it's incredible to be part of these journeys and to watch and to say, and just know that I might have shared one nugget, one piece of advice that totally transformed an entrepreneurial's world. And that to me is enough to show up every day. If one thing I say every day impacts an entrepreneur and makes a difference for them, then I will show up every single day, because it's not about me showing up. It's about who needs to hear what I have to say today. And it is totally in gratitude and in love. Like it's right here. It's like very heart centered when you show up for this. So I want to thank you guys all for joining me here at the Chef's Table. Honestly, I can continue going on around this subject because I'm so passionate about showing up for you, showing up for the person that needs to hear your voice. It might be that you only impact one person every day and they don't say anything until a year later. You get an email or message and they said, I've been watching you for over a year and you've really changed my business. See, we look for social indications like people watching live or commenting or anything else. That we need that immediate feedback. But there are more people that are watching, not commenting, not saying, that are scrolling through, that are hearing your message, and you don't know it. So you have to continue to show up even when it appears that nobody's listening. Because media is about you consistently showing up. It's not about the likes, it's not about the comments, it's not even any of that. It's about you showing up. And one of the best tools I can show you to hold you accountable to that is that Freedom Challenge. It's scrolling at the bottom. It's complimentary. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you're somebody that's watched this with me before and you guys have been through this challenge, go through it again, right? Because you're going to get so much from it, right? Every time you invest in your mind, that's why I am actually looking around me. I'm actually reading the book Think and Grow Rich again because I'm recognizing that I need to read that book again. I need to. I'm in a different place, a different mindset, and so it's important to reread something that can help make a difference for me. And that's what being around entrepreneurs is they push you to reevaluate and relearn and repush and restart and all that other good stuff. So I really do want to thank you all for joining me, for hanging out with me here at the Chef's Table. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal week. Stay tuned. There's going to be some information coming out. I'm putting together a product to teach and train how to put together a digital info product. Um, so that you can take your ideas, the knowledge you have up in here, put it out in the world and be able to help others build and grow their business. So with that, everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow here at the Chef's Table. Have a great one, everybody, and we hope to see you inside the community.